Sometimes all you need is good music.
Good music.
Brand new banger.
With us, buddy.
Willis, get it!
The Afro vibes, hitting the right groove with the right music.
1069 Going Radio.
The urban evolution begins here.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Godfrey Okoye University Radio.
Blazing every street corner and block. The urban evolution. Mixing the widest variety of your favorite music.
They call me.
Go Uni Radio.
106.9.
This is urban evolution.
All right, good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Core City right here on 106.9 FM Go Uni Radio, the heartbeat of dialogue. And of course, it's a very beautiful Monday morning, the 16th day of March 2026. I'm so excited to be here with you this beautiful morning. Hope you had a very good weekend. Of course, my weekend was cool, cozy, and restful, and I believe yours was the same. All right, if you're just joining us, this is Good Morning Core City, and remember you can join us live on YouTube and Facebook. And on YouTube is at GOU Radio 106.9 FM, and on Facebook at 106.9 Going Radio. And of course, we're going to be seeing myself. And unfortunately, first of all, I need to sincerely apologize for our absence for the past 2 weeks. Well, it was due to a couple of technical challenges, and it's conspicuous that my co-anchor is not here, Esther. Esther will be joining us very soon, and she had to go tidy up a couple of things, personal things, but very, very soon Esther will be coming back to the show stronger and prettier as well. All right, just as we do it every beautiful morning right here on Good Morning Core City, and we tell you how you're supposed to feel for the day, and of course we go we also tell you our top 10 stories for today. Well, that will help you understand what's going on at the moment in the world. But first of all, I'm going to tell you how you're supposed to feel today, because you're supposed to feel great today, and the idea, the essence of us being here is to help you understand that you have all it takes to go out there and crush it. So stick around. My name's Chike. Remember, you can always call me Chike. And of course, this is Good Morning Core City, and I'm gonna help you navigate through the the murky waters of every day, because every day comes with its complexities, with its challenges. But then it is our duty to help you navigate through and emerge successful for the day. All right, this morning I want you to internalize what I'm about to tell you today. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new morning, a fresh page in the story of your life. And maybe for some people, today is just another Monday, another routine, another commute, another set of responsibilities, but not for you. So today is a reminder that the dream inside you is still alive. All right, I need you to understand that the dream inside you is still alive. You see, dreams don't die because they are impossible. They die when we stop showing up for them. So today, show up, and show up even if the road is slow. Show up even if yesterday didn't go your way. Show up even when the results are not visible. And because every meaningful journey in life is built on ordinary days of persistence. I need to understand that every meaningful journey in life is built on ordinary days of persistence. Certainly, you cannot always be motivated. You cannot always feel like doing it. But, well, you just have to do it anyways, and regardless of how you feel. All right? And the world celebrates the finished success stories, the awards, the recognition, the applause. But the real story happens on mornings like this. And so quiet mornings, determined mornings, Mondays when you wake up and decide again, I will keep going. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you are not where you started. Of course, I need you to understand that. So every effort counts. Every lesson matters, and every step forward shapes the person you are becoming. So today, take that step again. I encourage you. Write the idea, make the call, learn the skill, start the project, push a little further than you did yesterday. Because one day, you need to understand that. Because one day you will look back at a morning like this, a simple Monday in March. Precisely 16th of March, and realize that it was one of the days that built your destiny. So go out there today and with courage, with discipline, with belief, your dream is still calling. And today is another opportunity to answer. So I'm encouraging you this beautiful Monday morning to go out there and make it count, because you have it all in you to make it count. Your destiny is in your hands, and nobody is gonna do these things for you except you. All right, this is the Good Morning Cause it's right here on 106.9 FM Go Uni Radio, and of course it's a very beautiful Monday morning. We're gonna go on a short musical break right now, and when I come back, we'll look through our top 10 stories for today. We have a lot in store for you. A lot is happening. A lot is happening in the country. We have the international on the international scene. The world is hot right now, and of course we'll go through the top stories for today. Remember, this is Good Morning Core City, and know that you can always join us live on YouTube at GOU Radio 106.9 FM, and on Facebook at 106.9 Go Uni Radio. And of course, it's a very beautiful Monday morning. 15 days to the end of the month, and it's gonna be 15 days of power for you. I'll be right back. Stick around and don't touch the dial.
Your station.
The first Go Uni Radio.
106.9.
Beauty solar, can't feel your love taking over. On a good day, I be loner. See what you make me discover. Kelly don't change my persona. The revelation is in order. All the pressure I've been under. Why I call you Ngozi? God don't bless me Ngozi. No deserve this kind loving. The loving way you show me. Private lounging in Paris. With expensive room service. No one make me do like this. Girl, I got you, no worries, no worries. They do me wow, wow. Scatter my intana. Craving on sala. No killing me kitana. Check all of his wow. Apatration in the lala. Every no disala. No killing me kitana. They do me wow, wow, wow. Scatter my intana. Craving on sala. No killing me kitana. Check all of this wow. Apatration in the lala. Every no disala. No killing me kitana.
I know you're waiting, I run hastily to you. In my Panamera, hola, hola, oh. I'm levitating, I feel like sushi when you whisper na kupenda. The thing you put for this, your dollar. Got my heart and my soul on love. And I wanna go crazy with you. Through the night till the sun come on. Let's do it all for love. There's nothing for any corporal. I never wanna lose this. To you I belong. This must be love.
They do me wow, wow. Scatter my intana. Craving on sala. Killing me kitana. Check all of his wow. Apatration in the lala. Every no disala. Killing me kitana. They do me wow, wow, wow. Scatter my intana. Craving on sala. Killing me kitana. Check all of his wow. Apatration in the lala. Every no disala. Killing me make it turn on. Everything you do me, I like. My best friend, the love of my life. I know fit day without. I be you want make it bad, you need someone to hold on to. Girl, no fear, I did for you. I go on the matter for me and you. Make I be the reason you be living through love. Why I call you Ngozi? God don't bless me Ngozi. No deserve is kind loving. The loving way you show me. Private lounging in Paris. With expensive room service. No one make me do like this. Girl, I got you, no worries, no worries. He did do me wow, wow. Scatter my intana. Craving on sala. No killing me kitana. Check all of his wow. My protection in the land. Every no disala. No killing me kitana.
This is to all the listeners, I hope you hear me though. This is Draggy and I'll speak kitty in stereo. There's no mistake, you're tuned in to Goyini Radio 106.9, that's what is trending though. There's no need for you to touch that dial, cause I'm giving you flows longer than the river Nile. Let me walk you through the aisle. I'm giving you styles, I'm giving you chills, I'm giving you smiles. I need you now to hear the heartbeat of dialogue. This is automatic, this is not analog. These words are deeper than the pages of a catalog. We're getting truths like the words from the synagogue. Goyini Radio, lock it in your stereo. 1, 2, 3, your pocket now is for your radio. Words from the wise, I hope you really hear me though. Draw can't speak style, hope you all get it though.
Systems are offline.
1069.
We are the hearts of all city lives.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Core City right here on 106.9 FM Go Uni Radio. And of course, we went on that short musical break and we are back. And about this is time we go through our top 10 stories for today. I hope you're ready for that. All right, remember you can join us live on YouTube at GOU Radio 106.9 FM and on Facebook at 106.9 Go Uni Radio. And of course, you're going to be seeing me speaking to you live. And remember, you can also join live in the program by dropping your comment in the comment section either on Facebook or on YouTube. And of course, we're going to share your opinion as well. So far, you're in line. All right, let's go straight up into our top 10 stories for today. All right, we have the first story. Federal government defends Tinubu's UK visit. Highlight strategic Nigeria-UK ties. All right, the story has it that the federal government has addressed criticism surrounding President Bola Tinubu's upcoming state visit to the United Kingdom, describing some of the commentary as either misinformed or deliberately mischievous. According to Channels TV on Sunday, the Minister of Information and Orientation, Mohammed Idris, speaking to international media in the UK, said the visit reflects the long-standing partnership between Nigeria and the United Kingdom. Okay, this is Idris speaking. He said, "We know that Nigeria has had its own fair share of criticism about some of those policies that were instituted back home, some of them arising from a lack of adequate knowledge and some out of sheer mischief," Idris said. He added that the visit is strategically important, highlighting the historic and strategic relationship Nigeria and the United Kingdom. A relationship that is built on deep diplomatic, economic, cultural, and democratic ties. According to the minister, for decades, our two countries have maintained a partnership that spans trade, education, security cooperation, cultural exchange, and shared democratic values. President Tinubu's visit provides an important opportunity to strengthen collaboration across critical areas, including trade and investment, security cooperation, climate action, education, and technological innovation. It also reflects Nigeria's growing importance as a key democratic and economic partner in Africa and a responsible participant in global affairs. It was explained that the engagement with the media was intended to provide clarity on Nigeria's policies over the past 3 years. So, as communicators, we thought that it is important, regardless of whatever position anyone may have taken, to go through some of these programs and policies and then interact with you. And that is Idris speaking. Of course, the president will be visiting the United Kingdom. Of course, that is a state visit, and this is the first time after so many years a sitting president of Nigeria will be having such level of expected thugs reflected a worrying decline in democratic standards in the country. What occurred at the ADC office in Bakassi, Cross River State, is not merely an attack on a political party; it is an attack on democracy itself, he said. When thugs can storm a party office and destroy property without facing arrest, it reflects how dangerously low our democratic standards have fallen, he added. Obi also warned that the erosion of leadership standards and tolerance of political misconduct could push the country towards violence. According to Obi, in the current state of Nigeria, what can we expect when leadership standards have plummeted to the extent that qualification, certification, and credibility are no longer deemed necessary for public office, he said. The ability for individuals to present forged certificates for elections sends a troubling message to our society. If we continue down this path, violence may become the future of our democracy. We must recognize that fraud and violence cannot create true leadership. They will only result in chaos. This chaos will ultimately affect our children and us. The former governor of Anambra State spoke following the disruption of the planned opening of an ADC secretariat in Bakassi on Saturday by suspected political thugs. Reports indicated that the attackers stormed the venue of the ceremony, dispersing party supporters and destroying canopies, loudspeakers, chairs, and other equipment arranged for the event. A video circulating on social media showed a group of youths forcefully dismantling the setup while shouting that ADC would not be allowed to operate in the council area. In the footage, a man believed to be leading the group was heard ordering others to scatter the items, claiming that the party was nowhere to be found when the council area was being developed. Confirming the incident, the Cross River State Police Command described the perpetrators as hoodlums and said officers were deployed to restore order. The Bakassi incident comes months after Obi and some chieftains of the ADC were allegedly attacked by suspected thugs in Benin City. The attack actually occurred shortly after Obi, former national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, John Odigi Onyegun, and other party figures returned from the ADC secretariat, where the 2023 Labour Party governorship candidate in Edo State, Olumide Akpata, was formally welcomed into the party. Following the incident, the Department of State Services announced the arrest of a suspect, Udeme Sunday Stephen, believed to be connected to the attack on Obi and other ADC chieftains in the Edo State capital. Of course, I go in line with what Obi is saying. It's actually a very dangerous development in our political spectrum at the moment when opposition parties are attacked incessantly and indiscriminately. I just hope that it doesn't snowball into all-out war as we are tilting closer to the campaign season, and of course with the general election coming up in a few months' time, actually. All right, still going forward on our stories. Remember, you can join us live on YouTube at GOU Radio 1069 FM and on Facebook at 1069 Go in the Radio. And this is the top 10 stories right here on 106.9 FM Go in the Radio. And this is Good Morning Core City with Chike. All right, still going forward on our top 10 stories. We have the story Tinubu orders nationwide rice distribution for Ramadan Lent. All right, the story has it that Renewed Hope Ambassadors, a political support group of President Bola Tinubu, has received directives from the president to distribute rice nationwide in support of citizens observing Ramadan and Lenten fasts. This was disclosed by the Director General of the Renewed Hope Ambassadors and Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma, in a statement on Saturday. According to the statement, the exercise was aimed at strengthening national unity and demonstrating compassion during a period that holds deep spiritual significance for both Muslims and Christians. Uzodinma said the initiative demonstrated the president's commitment to unity and compassion. Ramadan and Lent are seasons that remind us of sacrifice, charity, and care for one another. Through this distribution, the Renewed Hope Ambassadors will ensure that families across Nigeria feel the spirit of togetherness during the sacred period. Speaking further, under the directive, the Renewed Hope Ambassadors will coordinate the distribution through their nationwide grassroots network to ensure that families across Nigeria benefit from the intervention during this holy season when both Muslims and Christians are fasting, the statement said. All right, a similar initiative took place last Christmas when rice was distributed to assist Nigerians during the festive season, demonstrating the administration's ongoing dedication to supporting citizens at key religious and cultural times. And the distribution will cover both Christian and Muslim communities, highlighting the president's focus on inclusivity and unity. Now the question arises: is it rice? Well, it's good. It's better. It's better that people get something than nothing. But at the end of the day, sustainable empowerment. It's what the people are yearning for. All right. Still on our top stories this morning, we have this one: U.S.-Iran war, petrol price surge sparks relief calls. All right. The story has it that the United States government has launched a trade investigation into Nigeria and 59 other countries over alleged failure to prevent the importation of goods produced with okay, no, that's not the story. All right, the story of this one, all right, is there is pressure on the federal government to introduce economic relief measures as the escalating conflict between the United States and Iran drives up global crude oil prices and pushes petrol costs to record levels across Nigeria. Industry operators, economists, labor unions, and private sector leaders have urged the government to deploy the expected windfall from higher oil prices to cushion the impact on citizens and businesses, warning that soaring fuel prices are already deepening economic hardship. The stakeholders sought some palliative measures to cushion the effects of the rising petrol, diesel, and aviation fuel prices, especially as this may heighten the volatility of the country's inflation figures. Some even called on the government to subsidize the pump prices of petrol. These calls come amid reports that petrol prices have climbed to between 1,200 and 1,300 per litre, and in some places 1,400 in Enugu. While projections from industry players indicated that prices could exceed 1,500 per litre and potentially approach 2,000 naira per litre if the Middle East crisis persists, as the war involving the United States, Israel, and Iran enter the third week with no reconciliation in sight. There are concerns that crude oil prices would continue to rise, and this would drag petrol prices above the affordability level. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has been blaming the war for its recent increase in gantry prices, which rose from less than 800 naira per litre before the war to 1,175 naira as of the time of filing this report. Recall that crude oil was around $68 per barrel during the crisis, but it stood at $103 per barrel as of Sunday evening. All right. In a special interview by the Punch newspaper, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria asked the federal government to cut off some taxes and charges on petroleum products to reduce the pump prices of fuel. And of course, we do hope that the federal government pays attention to this, because it's becoming very, very difficult for the average person in the country right now, all right, to navigate through this, because it's really getting harder for the average Nigerian at the moment. All right, still moving forward on our top stories for today, we have this one: UK visit. Federal government alleges plots to embarrass Tinubu. All right, the story has it that The story has it that the federal government says it has uncovered an attempt by an embattled mining company, Jupiter Limited, to launch what is described as a campaign of calumny against Nigeria during the planned state visit of President Bola Tinubu to the United Kingdom, following a dispute over revoked mineral licenses. The Ministry of Solid Minerals Development said that the alleged move was aimed at discrediting the federal government's reforms in the mining sector and misleading the international community about the circumstances surrounding the revocation of certain mineral licenses. It said the company and its associates were allegedly preparing to circulate what it termed misleading claims about the Nigerian mining sector to discredit the government's ongoing reforms. In a statement issued on Sunday by the Special Assistant on Media to the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Segun Tomori, the ministry insisted that allegations that Nigeria seized a British lithium project under armed guard were false and misleading. Tomori said the federal government had no legal or contractual relationship with any company known as Jupiter Lithium, stressing that Nigeria's mining laws prohibited foreign companies from directly holding mineral titles. The statement read, "It has come to the attention of the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development that an embattled mining firm, Jupiter Limited, plans to orchestrate a campaign of calumny against the federal government of Nigeria during the state visit of President Bola Tinubu to the United Kingdom." And of course, the ministry further alleged that the whole thing is actually, I'm just trying to summarize the long statement. It's the whole accusation is actually based on false permutation, and people should disregard it. All right, and I just hope that people really do disregard it. But then I do hope that it's sorted out amicably, because it doesn't make sense crying foul when you've not done due diligence on what you're supposed to do as a government. All right, this is still Good Morning Call City right here on 106.9 FM, Going to Radio. And of course, we are looking through our top 10 stories for today. Remember, you can join us live on YouTube at Go Uni Radio, at GOU Radio, I beg your pardon, GOU Radio 106.9 FM, and on Facebook at 106.9 Go Uni Radio. Go there, drop your comments. I need to know your reaction to some of the stories this morning. Drop your comments there, and of course, we're going to react to the comments. All right, still moving forward on our top stories for today. We have Sokoto bandits, vigilantes killed in Gondor. All right, the story has it that 3 bandits and 2 vigilantes were killed during a gun duel following an attack on Bagaja village, Issa local government area of Sokoto State, in the early hours of Sunday. Sources say the bandits entered the village around 1:30 a.m. using an outskirts route. A community leader speaking on condition of anonymity said some attackers hid in the trees near the village cemetery, while others sneaked into a house on the outskirts, confronting vigilantes guarding the area. One vigilante was killed early in the encounter before the others returned fire, reportedly killing 3 bandits. The attackers later pursued another vigilante hiding in a house, killing him. The 2 vigilantes who died were identified as Omar Ibrahim and Abubakar Abdullahi. Residents say the bandits used a donkey to carry away their dead and abandoned their motorcycles some distance away to avoid detection. The incident caused panic, with some residents attempting to flee. Community leaders, including the village head and security commander, intervened to calm people. Residents lamented the lack of a permanent security presence despite repeated attacks and urged the state and federal governments to deploy security personnel. The Sokoto State Police Public Relations Officer DSP Ahmed Rufai confirmed the police are aware of the attack and casualties recorded. All right, that's quite an unfortunate development there in Sokoto State, and we do hope that of course, the needful is done to avoid such from happening again. Still on our top stories for today, we have this one. Boko Haram hits another military location in Borno State. Such a sad development. The story has it that suspected Boko Haram terrorists have attacked a military outpost at Ajilari, an outskirts of Maiduguri, Borno State capital. This attack is taking place simultaneously with another one in Baga, where sources say the terrorists engaged troops at Baga military base. Sources told newsmen that the terrorists infiltrated the area around 12:30 a.m. However, a quick response from a combined team of the military, police, civilian JTF and the Air Force forced the assailants to retreat. Spokesperson for the Borno State Police Command, ASP Nahum Kenneth Daso, confirmed the incident, saying security operatives were on top of the situation. The suspected terrorists attacked Ajilari Cross for call. Okay, according to him, call me later for details, please. That's according to the ASP, who was responding to calls from newsmen. He said hurriedly in the phone conversation, many residents who were out for night prayers were seen in group discussing the attack as helicopters hover the sky. We are very scared. The whole area was taken over by gunshots and explosions. All right, but Ahmadullah, the situation is calm and prayers have begun. One of the residents in Gomari, Bashir Yusuf, said. In the resurgence of attacks, terrorists have continued to target military locations. Last week, Minister of Defense Christopher Musa summoned the service chiefs to an emergency meeting. He later briefed President Bola Tinubu alongside top officials. Speaking at the end of the meeting, Musa said the service chiefs had agreed to change strategy, while the president approved new hardware to boost the battle against insurgency. And well, it's just quite unfortunate that a country like ours, for years now, for getting to 2 decades right now, we are still battling insurgency. And of course, these are avoidable wars. These are things that we could surmount as a people, as a country. It's quite unfortunate that it's happening. All right, let's take a step forward to the foreign scene and see what's happening in the global stage, especially with the war going on in the Middle East between Iran, Israel, and United States. So we have this story. Trump wants NATO faces very bad future if allies do not help secure Strait of Hormuz. All right, the story has it that Donald Trump says it would be very bad for the future of NATO if allies don't help secure the Strait of Hormuz, a critical waterway for global oil shipping. In an interview with the Financial Times, the U.S. president says he expects China to help unblock the strait and could delay a summit with Chinese leader Xi Jinping if it doesn't. About Air Force One, Trump also says he is speaking to about 7 countries about policing the strait, adding that he will remember if they do not help. Meanwhile, Israel says it has begun limited and targeted ground operations against Iran-backed Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. Heavy bombing has been reported in Tehran, while Iran and Hezbollah have launched missiles at Israel. Saudi Arabia says it's downed dozens of drones overnight. Dubai International Airport, one of the world's busiest, says flights will gradually resume after a drone-related incident. Such a terrible development. The Middle East is just on fire, and of course, we just hope that these developments are really stemmed to the board, because it's really getting out of hand. And then, of course, the economy of the world is in crisis at the moment with the rising oil price of oil globally. All right, before we wrap it up this morning on our top stories, we are going to look at the latest developments in the world of sports. And we have this one: FIFA sanctions Nigeria, DR Congo over World Cup playoff infractions. That's the story. All right, the story has it that 4 months after the disputed 2026 FIFA World Cup African playoff final between Nigeria national football team and DR Congo national football team, FIFA has sanctioned the Nigerian Football Federation and the DR Congo Football Federation following disciplinary incidents that occurred during the match. DR Congo beat Nigeria 4-3 on penalties in Morocco to advance to the Intercontinental Playoffs. According to FIFA's latest disciplinary overview released for the World Cup qualifiers, both the NFF and the Congolese FA were found guilty of separate infractions during the match played on November 16, 2025. FIFA stated that Nigeria was penalized for a breach relating to order and security at matches, specifically involving the throwing of objects by spectators under Article 17 and Article 17 2B of the FIFA disciplinary code, and the NFF was consequently fined 1,000 Swiss francs. All right. On the other part, the DR Congo Federation received a heavier sanction after supporters were found to have used laser pointers on similar electronic devices during the match. The act contravenes Article 17 2D of the FIFA disciplinary code, including leading FIFA to impose a 5,000 Swiss francs fine on the Congolese body. Super Eagles coach Eric Chile also accused DR Congo officials of using voodoo in the wake of the defeat. Meanwhile, the sanctions further heightened expectations about the anticipated verdict of the world's football governing body over the NFF's protest against the alleged use of ineligible players by DR Congo during the African playoff, particularly in the final. Nigeria lodged the complaint after losing the African playoff, arguing that the Congolese Federation misled FIFA in securing nationality switches for several overseas-born players. The petition submitted on December 15, 2025 asked FIFA to investigate the matter and potentially disqualify DR Congo from the qualification process. The Nigerian Federation's document listed numerous foreign-born players who featured against the Super Eagles, including Lionel Mpasi, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Axel Tuanzebe, Arthur Masuaku, Samuel Mutuasami, and Ngalael Mukau Nuwasadik, Nathaniel Mbuku, and Cedric Bakambu in the starting lineup, as well as substitutes Timothy Fayulu, Matthew Epolo, Joris Kayembe, Edo Kayembe, Steve Kapuadi, Gideon Kalulu, Michael Ange Balikwisha, and Mario Sorikens. In the complaint released publicly by journalist Osaso Obayuana, Nigeria argued that several players obtained clearance to represent DR Congo only days before the decisive playoff match, despite having been called up earlier for the fixture. While DR Congo are preparing for the World Cup playoffs, where they are scheduled to face the winner of the semi-final between New Caledonia and Jamaica on March 31 for a place at the World Cup, they have also dropped two of the disputed players, Michael and Balikwisha and Mario Storikanes, from their 26-man squad. All right, let's see what turns out from the petition Nigeria has dropped with FIFA. All right, and of course, this is the last story for today. Beautiful Monday. Of course, it's a very beautiful day right here on in the studio, and I'm so excited because I know that you're going to go out there and make the best out of every single thing you've heard today and make the best out of your day. Remember, you can always go on Facebook and YouTube. Of course, you're going to watch us live, and very soon I'll be ending the live stream, but then the video will be there. Drop a comment and let us know what you think about our top 10 stories for today. Join us live every day on YouTube at Going the Radio, GOU Radio 106.9 FM, and on Facebook at 106.9 Going the Radio. Thank you so much for joining me this beautiful morning, and good morning, City. And of course, again, I apologize for Esther not being around. She's going to be coming, joining me soon. All right, she's still sorting out a couple of personal things, and of course, when she's done, she's coming back stronger, kinky, and prettier. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you same time tomorrow. Remember, your destiny is in your hands. Go out there and make the best out of every single decision and opportunity you make, an opportunity you're gonna find. Thank you, and see you tomorrow, same time tomorrow. Bye bye.
It's Go Uni Radio 106.9 FM. Hit it.